Save 35 minutes. Charlie just saw the movie Him. You know how everyone's been clowning on it? Charlie said it's not unwatchably bad, but it's definitely not good either. The wildest part is the concept is actually cool. It's football themed horror movie. Charlie thought they'd dive into stuff like CTE or the satanic idea of sacrificing everything to be the GOAT, but nope, he said the movie's main problem is it just style over substance. It looks visually cool, especially with the visceral X-ray scenes, but none of it goes anywhere. It's just a mess of scenes that don't make you care about the main character at all. And in the last 30 minutes, it completely drops the artsy stuff and goes full on Hollywood slop. Turns out it's a cult ritualistic thing where the power, the blood of the GOAT gets passed down. The ending is totally goofy, with the main character grabbing a sword and an axe to go on a killing spree. Charlie said it completely betrays the film's own artistic vibe. Oh, and get this, Charlie points out that the marketing is super shady because they plastered Jordan Peele's name all over it, making everyone think he directed it. Charlie says Peele was just a producer, so it's not even his move. The actual plot is about this hotshot football player Cameron Cade, who gets a bad concussion. The retiring GOAT, played by Marilyn Wayans, who Charlie thought was surprisingly good, takes him under his wing for a weird, torturous training camp that's actually a cult ritual for transferring the GOAT power. Finally, Charlie's most relatable moment in the whole thing is that his viewing experience was ruined because he ate a disastrous combo of a tuna sandwich and a mac and cheese beforehand, which gave him bubble guts and led to a few traitorous farts escaping his cheeks during the flop of a movie. Seriously, that detail alone made me laugh. Coming to the next one, Charlie addresses his recent lack of formal game reviews, criticizing current gaming journalism scores as baffling before giving his thoughts on several recent titles. Metal Gear Snake Eater. Charlie loved this game, calling it a grand slam. He found the one-to-one fidelity with the original, combined with the quality of life improvements, to be exactly what he wanted. He experienced no performance issues, which he notes per reported day one. He praised the game's insane freedom and experimental gameplay, citing a favorite moment where a specific camo allowed him to stare down enemies, preventing them from shooting. He gushed over the beautiful visuals and the captivating, if sometimes insane story. Chronos: The New Dawn. Charlie considered this a sleeper hit and thinks critics giving it low scores are wrong. He appreciates the Resident Evil-like survival horror gameplay and the unique story with an unexpected narrative. The biggest drawbacks are the lack of impact in the gunplay, feeling like the noisy cricket from Men in Black, and the inventory system, which is overly strict and tedious for the sake of being tedious. The small stack sizes and limited slots forces players to decide too many resources to inventory upgrades. Verdict: it's extremely solid and definitely worth playing despite its flaws. Dying Light: The Beast. He declares this is the best Dying Light game yet, a slapper and a very vast improvement over Dying Light 2. It is full standalone game that took him about 15 hours just for the main story. Coming to the strengths, the movement and parkour are silky and buttery smooth, offering a high skill ceiling, especially with the grappling hook. The gameplay is top notch and the music is a surprising standout. For the weakness, the story is the worst part, being very simple revenge narrative, but this focus on gameplay was intentional and successful. He wishes there were fast travel points despite the smooth movement. Verdict: also definitely worth buying. Silent Hill. Charlie calls this a mixed bag. He praises the atmosphere and art direction as great and finds the protagonist, Hineko, a very strong and complex character. But for the flaws, the story is extremely confusing and hard to follow until the final 20 minutes. The biggest problem is the combat system, which is slow and simplistic, losing its luster after the first few hours because there are only a handful of enemy types. He notes that the repetitive, slow combat section are a major letdown. Verdict: it's a good game and also worth buying, only if you already like the genre and are willing to put up the flawed combat with the atmosphere and story. Hollow Knight: Silksong. True ending updates. Charlie's opinion remains the same, that the game is a masterpiece and his second favorite of the year. He updates his previous review to say that the content added for the true ending makes the game more difficult than the first Hollow Knight, praising the challenging experience as extremely rewarding. Verdict: a masterpiece at a $20 price point.